I get to work from home,
Yeah.
got to stay home all the time, make my own schedule.
It's the
So I
easiest
think like,
commute.
yeah, yeah, it's the easiest
From bed to chair. That's all
from
you got
bed
to
to
do.
chair, literally one step.
Welcome back to the Bunkercast. I am Stuart Implore Lore, and this is our first ever live episode of the Bunkercast. Crazy, dude. I am here with Wholfies. Say hello to the people.
Hello.
She
Hello,
is
hello.
a fellow video editor like myself. We are going to be just talking about kind of editing related things and just sort of our perspectives and experiences within doing all of that. Just kind of introduce yourself a little bit for people that don't know you.
Hi, my name is Wholfies. I am a video editor, um, mostly in gaming. I'm a gamer. I don't know what, like, right now. Okay, I'm a dog mom. I'm a dog mom.
True. Okay. Nice.
I think that says a lot. I'm a dog mom and a video editor.
Yeah, for sure. I
Doing
think
this, yeah.
pets just kind of become like a huge part of people's personality for sure. I think
Yeah.
my cat has just like become one of the frequent celebrity guests on my stream.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm curious to know how you got your start as far as editing is concerned. So where did you like
Okay.
start to pick it up, and then how did you get into the actual like freelance
Okay.
part of it?
Okay. So when okay, so when you're a kid, I always had dreams like I'm gonna be a YouTuber one day.
Oh,
So I
100%.
started
Yeah.
to yeah, everyone has those.
Yeah.
I started editing back then, and it was like only like vlogs or like little things that like I would do. Like I had one that was like making pancakes, or another one that was like story time.
Hmm.
That's when I started editing, and that's where I started learning iMovie mostly.
Okay.
But it wasn't until December last year that I was on my way to the US. I was literally in Turkey that I fully like started like maybe this is for me.
Hmm.
But then I started doing like a few things for free, a lot of things for free. Never mind, a lot of things for free, and then finally started getting paid. And then in April, it was when I went full-time freelance video editor.
So
And
April of this year or last year?
of this year,
Okay,
of this
crazy.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where like basically the full-time freelancing started. And I started like with Caution. He was like one of my first ones. And
Nice.
also a good friend and client as well is Phoenix. And I started with them too. And then after that, after I got Naughty as a client, then after that is like just history now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
I expect it was the same with you as well. Like as soon
yeah.
as you started, it's
Um,
like,
yeah, I've been doing content for almost, or actually 7+ years. So I just kind of started up a YouTube channel because like everyone else was doing it in my friends group, right? And so I was just like recording gameplay videos and like you said, like vlogs and stuff like that. And so I was my own editor for a while. Um, and then yeah, I was kind of in the same boat where like I was doing like free stuff for friends just to get the experience a little bit, and then I moved on to a little bit of freelance when I was in college and things like that. And then college, after like a couple years of college, I was kind of getting the feeling that like it was just not for me.
yeah.
And so I just dropped out of college and started pursuing editing full time. And it was very risky because I didn't have a whole lot of clients when I first dropped out. So it was a huge risk.
Yeah.
Um, so I was just like going on Twitter like every day trying to find people to edit for.
Yep,
Um,
yep. At the beginning, it's so hard. You literally like you don't know how to approach people.
yeah,
You don't know like you don't know what your prices should be.
yeah, that was a
And
huge struggle for sure.
yeah. especially when people a lot of editors in the gaming community like gatekeep you. So they don't
Mm,
tell you these things. They don't help you. Like I had one help me and he knows that he's my ride or die. So,
nice.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I understand.
yeah, it was basically just like going through searches on Twitter, being like just seeing who was tweeting about like, okay, I
Yeah.
need a video editor, and just like hitting them up in DMs or replies or whatever.
Mm,
So that was like the grind for a while. Um, and it got to a point where I was editing for a few people that I had met through the community, doing YouTube edits. And so that was kind of how I was going full time for a little bit, which was very cool. And then uh, I I took on Enoch as like a YouTube client. I knew him from a friend of a friend.
yeah.
And so I was, starting to do YouTube videos for him. And then he suggested that, or he asked, like, oh, could you like make a short 30-second video for me, for TikTok? And so
Oh,
that's kind of how that started. And so we were just grinding those out, and we started doing daily, I believe. He wanted 30 videos per month from the beginning. So we were
yeah.
just like
Oh, from
churning
the
those out.
beginning.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, yeah. I
Um
mean, yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was trying to go after it. He wanted to go hard to start out for sure.
Yeah.
Um so obviously like he blew up off of TikTok. And then everything else just kind of fell into place after that, with people
Yeah.
just hitting me up and being like, "Oh, hey, I've seen what you've done with Enoch, and I would love if you could do the same for me as well."
But
So
you see, like, even just you and Enoch going and like starting this is the reason why I had so many clients after that too.
right.
Because everyone was like, hey, do you do TikToks? And I had no fucking clue how to do them.
Yeah.
I had zero clue, but I said, yep, yeah, I can do that.
um,
Bear in mind, I was still editing on Final Cut Pro then. So that's
true.
why I was like a bit like, okay, how the fuck do I do this on Final Cut Pro? But easy peasy.
Yeah, I
It was
guess.
once you learn it, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was fine. But because of you, I got this many clients. So thank you for getting me money.
um, yeah, no, it's just crazy that like how much TikTok just this past year has affected, um like just so many people's careers, actually, just because of
Yep.
like the pandemic, and so many people wanted to hit content crazy since they were just stuck inside their house anyways.
Yeah.
um so it was just like it was blowing my mind how quickly everything was growing,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, just all of that. It was insane.
But I don't know
um
if you've noticed, but right now it's been bad. The views, the view count is like much lower.
yeah,
Uh um but that's just because of COVID, not COVID, like
it's
kind of like
slowly
slowing
letting up,
down.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
So everyone is at school and doing things. So that's
Hmm.
why I can't wait for December. So once like now Thanksgiving is coming, you're gonna see a rise, a peak in numbers, and then once it's Christmas, oh baby,
Right.
all the viewers.
um, I definitely think that, it also could be a thing of like, um, people we're starting to do things differently. Instead of just uploading their clips to TikTok, now they're actually putting effort into the content. So now the stakes on TikTok are even higher, to where people are having to put in even more work to stand out against all the other creators on the platform. So that's why I think that it's tougher to hit the For You page now,
Yeah,
because there's such a higher standard at this point. Um,
yeah.
so
It's I feel like even people that do give, like, for example, a lot of people do tips and tricks and like advices, right?
Mhm.
Even like those ones right now are not doing as well as before. I think it's
Right.
because it's so oversaturated now because everyone is doing it.
Yeah.
Um, but I do feel like the right now, the moments they're like genuinely just funny, like the people don't try too much. I think those are the ones that are doing like the best right now. Like when you're like, oh damn, that was like, that was just a good moment.
Yeah.
I
Those
feel like people, yeah,
they generally do pretty well, I think.
yeah,
Um, Especially if it's something like weird and unique that no one's ever seen before. Um, so that's pretty much like the key to standing out and appealing to people.
yeah,
Because yeah, I've definitely seen like a lot of Apex TikTokers, just like take on new or like come up with new like little series that they want to do, to
yeah,
try and just figure out what will appeal to the TikTok audience for sure.
yeah. Let me send you a friend's TikTok. You can check this later,
Oh,
but I think you're gonna find him very different from what we're used to seeing, especially with the Apex community.
right.
His name is Ankle Sprain, and he asked me to do an edit of a YouTube video, and it was very good. Like the YouTube, like he was a great player, and and then I went on his TikTok and I was like, oh damn, like, it has a lot of freaking followers. That's something you look at, when you're an editor, you look at the followers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, how come he edits his own videos and stuff, but they're completely different. They're just funny. It's just him making jokes. You
Yeah.
would not see a clip right there of him like 1v3. No, it's
Right.
probably him just talking about peepees.
Right. Yeah. I
It's
literally
great.
the first one that I clicked on, I saw an eggplant emoji and I was like, "Yep, all right, cool."
Yeah. I think like people like this, like tackling TikTok, Apex, especially from another different angle, it's so inspiring to see because you don't get that a lot anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Like
Um.
Enoch was the first, and then like everybody
Yep.
came. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's it's at this point where like the standard is not even gameplay, but it's sitting in your lobby talking to chat. You know,
Yes.
at
Like,
least from what I've seen a lot, from like I don't know, I specifically from like Rogue Wraith I know has been doing that, but
mhm,
even with like gameplay in the background or something while he's
yeah.
talking, um, I don't know, just different things like that. Um,
I don't know if you do that too, but I don't watch TikTok like that. I don't watch Apex TikTok.
really, okay,
I don't. I don't. I just do my own. I edit for my clients and that's it. I
fair
don't
enough.
I just don't know why. Like for me, like, okay, look, I follow everyone. I'll follow everyone. I'll like as soon as I see like the video, I'll watch for 3 seconds and I'll like.
Hmm.
Just because so I can give them a view.
Yeah, 100%.
But like properly watching it, nope. Sometimes I do when it's like when it attracts me.
Uh-huh.
Like ankle sprain, like my friend, I'll watch him because I know something just dumb as fuck is coming through.
Sure.
I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a good laugh.
um
With everyone else is different.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
um Very very particular about your content consumption, which is, that's fair. I think I definitely spend a lot more time consuming content than I maybe should. um, but yeah, no, I that makes a lot of sense. I think it's also good to like, um, sort of be constructive with your watching, especially if you work for that person, because you're like, all right,
yeah,
what could I have improved about this edit, or what piece of content could have done better than this one, something like that, to where you're maybe considering like, okay, you know let's just do this in the future, and maybe improve how this TikTok could appeal to a new viewer, you know. something like that.
Yeah. Um, I that's the thing. Like when it comes to, I think that that comes a lot with personal growth.
Hmm.
But when I'm very certain, like a lot of editors always come to me like, how are you so quick to edit, for example?
Hmm.
Or why are you so quick to make decisions about where you're going with your creativity? And that's because I don't look back.
Hmm.
I have an idea, I go for that idea, and I know in my head how to do that idea, so I just go for it. I don't second guess myself. I don't overthink like, oh, is this even good? Is this going to be a good TikTok? I'm like, no, this is going to be a good TikTok because I'm telling you it's going to be a good TikTok. I
Right.
can feel it in my bones. If I didn't listen to like if I didn't listen to that intuition of mine, most of the times we wouldn't have had that many viral videos,
Right.
because
Yeah.
the most stupid videos are the viral ones.
Right. Yeah.
So
For sure.
yeah. Um so I never whenever I look at content, I'm just like, yes, how can I make things better for new viewers and stuff? But I look at it more like personal growth. Like, do you think like there's something that I could have edited better? Like it's not like in a way like regretting what I did, but in a way
Oh,
just
sure. Yeah.
looking
No,
at the
100%.
future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it's you definitely just have to like um full commit because if you take too much time to perfect your TikTok or whatever, like when you're editing it, it's just you're gonna lose productivity. So like you definitely um just have to like full send it like you were saying and freaking um
Yeah.
make sure to power through, and then once it's posted you can look back and be like, okay,
Yeah.
let's maybe I can do this better for the future. But it's still usually a slight banger.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that you have been gaming on both Apex and Valorant. Um,
Yes.
so what was your initial like introduction to either like gaming or maybe more specifically like Apex? Um,
Apex specifically?
yeah.
Oh, I love this one. Okay. um so I was always a gamer when I was like smaller, but
Hmm.
I before in 2019 I found a job in VR, so virtual reality and stuff,
Mm.
and that's when I started gaming again. So I was into gaming, and I was in a house where we were all gamers, apart from like one person, which was the other girl in the house. So all the three boys, they were all gamers. And we used to have like two televisions right next to each other, and they used to play on the Xbox.
Hmm.
And one day I'm just sitting there with my coffee, and I used to always do that, which was like sit in the mornings and watch them. And they started playing this game called Apex, and it was season two. It was King's Canyon.
Hmm.
And I remember exactly my friend was playing Lifeline, and I was like, oh, what game is this? They were like, oh, it's called Apex Legends. Like, it came out this year. And I was like, oh, really? What is it? It's like, they were like, oh, it's a BR. And I didn't really know. I know BR from like Fortnite and stuff, but that's
Hmm.
like the most I knew. And and I just started watching them and like sitting back, and that became a thing for me for like a week. For
Right.
a week, I was sitting watching them for hours. I would sit there and watch them play for like 3 hours straight.
Hmm.
I didn't have an issue just sitting there. And then I finally said, like, can I play? And they were like, you can try. I made my account on Xbox and I started playing. I was a controller nerd.
Hmm.
But after that, that's when I got a new job and they gave me a nice laptop, and I started playing Apex and streaming on that laptop. And it was I was having the time of my life learning that game and everything. Like Apex was there was no love bigger. At the
Right.
time, like all I could think about, I used to breathe Apex. Like literally, it was in my blood. I used to wake up and sleep thinking about Apex.
Hmm.
And also about streaming, because I was doing pretty well back then. I was averaging 50 viewers on like my
Nice.
first month. I was like,
Huge.
what the hell? Yeah. So, but that's also when yeah, COVID starting after. So,
Right.
you know, yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
But that was how Apex came into my life.
Nice.
And then I couldn't play for 6 months because I had gone back to Paris with my mom
Hmm.
to stay with her, and I didn't have a PC, didn't have a laptop or anything. Couldn't, and I was sad. Then that's why I started editing because I was like, I want to still be part of the community.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to like, just stop everything. Just
For
not be
sure.
the Twitter gal. I just don't want to be only the Twitter gal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of them there, so that's why.
That's cool.
Yeah. How did you get to like play Apex?
I'm pretty sure that I was a day one person.
Hmm.
I if not day one, then it was like the first week. Um, I remember I pulled like an 18-hour stream because I was just so excited to play it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like my combined love of games. So like at the time I was really into BR obviously, and like I was playing a bunch of Fortnite, but I just like was not about the building, just not a fan. And also, I think I was playing a lot of Paladins, which is like a Walmart Overwatch.
Yep.
And
Really is.
yeah, and I was getting infuriated by like the bugs in the game. I would play ranked all the time, and I was like, I think I was holding diamond pretty steadily. But yeah, I was getting annoyed with the bugs, and I was just like, I need another game, you know. And so when Apex dropped, and it was like the perfect combo of this hero shooter
VR
and
guns.
VR, it was
Yeah.
like I just needed to hop on it instantly. Um, so yeah, so I started streaming it a bunch, and I even like uh at one point like joined an org and like competed for a bit, and it was like I think I was in like one or two qualifiers, and
That's
then
pretty good.
and that was it. Like I think I got out instantly because like editing was starting to grow, and I was like, okay, I need to make a decision because I can't put in like all these hours playing Apex when I need to edit videos for people. Um, so I just kind of had to like back out and leave and start doing the editing stuff. And so I obviously I started doing the edits, and from there I was still playing it a bunch and streaming it a bunch. So
It got me too.
um,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah.
I mean, you still stream Apex. I see you like streaming Apex. I see
Oh
you
yeah.
playing.
No, it's all I
Um,
play at this point.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's all I stream actually at this point. I definitely play a bunch of other games, but I don't usually stream anything else besides it.
Yeah. My computer can't handle Apex, so the only thing I actually play is Val on my computer.
Right.
I started playing consistently again, like I'm gonna say like a month ago, like was when I started like back up, and now I've been playing like nearly every day now.
Nice.
And whenever I want to do Apex, I just use my boyfriend's computer. But Val is my main game right now, just because of my PC. I don't have
Hmm.
a GPU. You see, I don't have a graphics card. So,
That is
it's
tough.
just for editing,
Yeah,
and then I'll make the money, and I'll get a PC eventually.
for sure.
Um, just priorities. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't need one right now.
Yeah,
So,
do that.
oop.
That's fair. I was on a gaming laptop editing for a while, so I
Oh
definitely
yeah,
I definitely understand that grind of just yeah, I would definitely I don't think I was able to run Apex too well on it, but um yeah, that's just the dream
it's
of
just a life.
eventually get into the upgrade, making it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
Like 3 monitors, like
yeah.
3 monitors, a nice PC.
Yeah, we've
I don't
upgraded to
even
two
need a dual
monitors.
setup. Like, no,
True.
who cares about a dual setup? No, one is
Um,
enough.
yeah, you gotta just ball on a budget.
Yeah, exactly.
So you mentioned the VR thing. I was actually going to ask you about that. Because you that was with like BBC Click, right? Or no?
So I appeared on BBC Click, which is
Mm.
the technology BBC, which is like all their like tech, all of tech. They have it like gaming tech. It's all there. BBC Click, and
Mm-hmm.
I appeared for VR because of the place I used to work at.
Mm-hmm.
It was called All the World, and it was a virtual reality arcade in London.
Dope.
Yeah, I learned everything about that place, and you know, and then after that place, I went to another one called DNA VR, and in that place, I became like general manager, so I knew everything about that place.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, just appeared on a few things here and there. I've appeared on more stuff. So that was the BBC Click one, and then there was like a bunch of like the short Facebook videos they used to post like 30-second ones, like a little square and like, have you seen this place?
Mm-hmm.
I appeared on a bunch of those.
That's
I
cool.
I just have it on my Facebook like all there. So yeah,
Nice.
it was pretty cool. And then I became one of the handful of people in the world that knows how to build a VR arcade. So there are not a lot of us.
Okay. Rare,
They're
rare
like I'm
commodity.
yeah, and that's why like it's one of my dreams like to build my own because I know I'm one of the only ones that can.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's we
That's really
have
cool.
things in the works. I've
Yeah.
been talking to a few people about it. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Solid.
Nothing like certain, but just like in talks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The low key.
So okay, so was that like so that was like you were on TV or like you made an appearance on TV, kind of.
Oh yeah, too many times because BBC Click replays every day the
Oh,
same
okay.
episode for like a few weeks.
Nice. Okay. Um.
So I used to get
Wow.
people all the time saying like, "I saw you on TV," and I'm like, I didn't even see myself on TV. I didn't have a TV at the time, so I was like, really?
Nice. That's really cool.
Kind of fun. Yeah.
Um. I think the only time I've been on TV is when I was younger. Um. We used to go to this restaurant all the time, and they asked us to be in the commercial.
No way!
Um,
That's dope.
Yeah, so we literally all we had to do was sit at a table and eat food while they filmed us. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd appeared on like a couple of those commercials because they would run the same commercial a few times. Um,
Yeah.
so I'd have my aunt and uncle telling us that they saw us on TV and stuff like that. So
It was
that's pretty
such a
cool.
big deal as well. Like now it's like, oh, I saw you on TV. I'm like, oh. When you're a kid, it's like, yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
famous. I'm famous
Oh
now.
yeah, no, it definitely feels like that. It definitely feels like you're getting your 5 minutes of fame or whatever.
Oh yeah. I
Um,
used to appear on a lot of little things in Brazil back when I was small.
mhm.
Like modeling stuff and like some TV stuff for kids. And I used to film myself. I used to be like, "Did you see me on TV last night?" Yeah. I was pretty dope, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was nonsense.
Um, all right. So I also wanted to talk about some of the stuff that we were mentioning on Twitter, which
Mhm.
was editing nightmares and
Editing nightmares.
and
Yay.
also just like generally bad experiences that maybe we've had as freelance video editors. So are there any to you that like just stick out like a sore thumb?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But can't talk too much about it because
Okay, all right.
it was a big thing. Like it was a
Oh,
big thing. It was on Twitter. The person even made a twit longer about me.
oh gosh,
Yeah. All because she didn't want to pay me $45.
that is so tough.
And she was a friend. She was like a good friend.
Yeah.
And like I was I delivered to her a bunch of shit on time, and that was when I didn't even know how much to cost my TikToks. I gave her
Mm-hmm.
like a really good price,
Right.
and and after that, she she just didn't pay me. Like
Mm.
I asked her for payment, like I sent my PayPal, didn't pay me, and she even had her boyfriend like she was talking trash about me. She had like her friends trying to like talk trash about me, but then her friends like they were behind her back DMing me saying, "Can I pay for her, please?" Because like I can't just leave it like that. Like she did something wrong. Yes, like
Right.
even like her own boyfriend said like she was in a good mental state. Like I understand, but at least tell me you're not gonna pay me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest of all because it actually went fucking public. Because I was like, "Oh yeah, your favorite streamer hasn't paid me yet," and it fucking blew up. I
Mm-hmm.
do regret saying it in public. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I kind of don't. Because after that, I made a lot of friends through clients because they saw everything. They saw her tweet longer, and they were like, "I mean, this girl looks fine. Let
Right.
me go work with her." So I have like clients that like I got from that toy longer. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I made my money back
That's
through your
actually
thing.
that's actually wild. Like I would not expect that to happen.
But
Um
see, I wasn't in the wrong, so that's why.
yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm always weird about that because I'm like I'm definitely like uh so yeah, like if they didn't pay or whatever, like um that's definitely like something that they need to be accountable for, right?
Yeah.
um but I'm too much of a uh like I can't think of
I know.
a better term than like coward to
No,
just
it's not
like
coward. You're not confrontational. So
right, yes, correct.
you're not confrontational. You're
Yeah.
not a coward. That doesn't
uh
mean to be a coward. It's just you don't want to deal with the fights. You don't
right,
want to deal with
I don't
the
want to deal with the
issues.
drama, I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
the backlash of trying to address the situation for sure.
Yeah.
um
So that's why like after you have this
so
experiences, you put a lot of thought on what you can make to do better. I don't have any water. It's bad.
I forgot you had the stream pulled up and we're looking at
Yeah.
chat. It's fine.
um
I'll drink enough for the both
Thank you.
of us.
But yeah, so after you like these things happen, you put a lot of like barriers on how to protect yourself. Like,
Mhm.
for example, now I only take my payments upfront, like the
Mhm.
full payment.
Yep.
Full payment doesn't matter if it's YouTube videos, doesn't matter if it's TikToks. Full payment upfront in the month, um, or you don't get anything. Like
Right.
this is just like one thing, and there's no refund. So if in the middle of the month you're like, "Wolfies, I can't. I need some money back." Like, no, that doesn't work with me
Sure.
because I've had people do that, and I was like, "I'm sorry, no," because when you're getting on a client, you're basically not giving space to other people.
Right.
Yeah, so you put a lot of barriers. What are things that you have
Yeah.
done to protect
Um,
yourself?
I've definitely done the upfront thing. I think for me, it's like, I guess like most of the time, especially if I'm doing like monthly stuff, then yeah, it'll be like upfront ahead of time.
Yeah.
Um, if it's a new client, I would definitely be like, okay, like payment up front or at least half up front, because I could care less if I don't get the other half. Like for me, it's like, okay,
Hmm.
well, I'll just find another work or
Yeah.
clients or whatever. um so like I can fill in that gap. But at least
Yeah.
like if they're willing to pay half, they're willing to pay the other half at least.
Yeah.
I don't know, some
I
people
never
will be
had an
weird,
issue with
but
half half.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I that's definitely like enough enough things occurred where I was like, okay, I cannot
Yeah.
deal with you know getting payment afterwards. Like I can't just wait for it after I've done. I
Yeah.
I had this one thing where I put several hours into a montage for someone.
Oh,
And yeah, it was early on. I was not thinking clearly. I put several
okay.
hours into a montage that I was working on for someone before they even like um paid anything, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh no.
I made sure that they couldn't use the montage, so like it wasn't that early on, so I didn't, I protected myself a
You
little
did
bit.
a few things, yeah.
I slapped a big old watermark on there for sure. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, this is what it looks like. Here's a preview, right?
Oh.
Dude goes, uh, he goes, yo, I don't. This is not what I wanted at all, right? And I was like, okay, is there like what adjustments can I make to like, help it get to what you were picturing? Like what are the issues with the video you need me to fix?
Because we don't mind fixing it.
And yeah, exactly. And then dude ghosted me. So I never got a response ever again. So clearly he just did not want me to do anything else with it and wanted to find someone else immediately. So I had spent a lot of hours on this with no payment and no hope of ever working with that client ever again.
Yeah.
um so
Was he
yeah.
a big client though? Because it hurts
No.
more when they're big.
No, it was a temporary one. It was like a one-time
Oh,
thing, so it
okay.
wasn't that crazy.
Yeah. My
So,
montages, like they're not like fantastic. Like I can make a cool montage. I can make it look cool.
mhm,
Um, but if there's one thing, I make them really cheap because for me, like I don't put the effort like other people do, like with After Effects. Like I don't do that. So I make it cheap
right.
and I always it's kind of like I've been very lucky that most people that I work with, they're like, you do you. I'll just enjoy. I'm telling you what style I want of like music and stuff, but that's it. Like
Mhm.
you deal with that.
Yeah.
And I haven't had one bad outcome out of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But it, when people do like say to you like feedback and stuff, like I rather they just tell me, let's fix it. Like I'm an editor. Like I know what to do most things, like at least 80% of the stuff.
Mhm.
Um, I can fix it. Some people just guess they sometimes they don't have the money
Right.
and
Yeah.
they thought they did and well, because montages are one of the most expensive things you can get.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because TikTok is about like $10, right? The average for one.
Mhm.
And then for YouTube, people go 50. I'm not even close to that. But people go 50, let's say average, and then for montages is like 100, 150. So it's a lot more.
That's crazy to me because I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever charged
that's
anything
crazy to me.
that high. But I mean, I look at like who Chris Snipes is.
Yeah,
I look at
Chris.
his
I
montage
love
and
Chris.
I'm like, yeah, that's insane. Like
But that's the thing. Chris is cheap.
wild,
He's a cheap montage editor. Like I know his
wild.
prices. We're good friends. I freaking love the guy. Um, he's freaking talented.
Mm-hmm.
He's talented and he doesn't even know how to use Adobe. Like how crazy is that?
That is wild.
um, yeah. And he he's he's cheap. He's still cheap and he keeps his price the same for everyone. Doesn't matter like if it was Play Apex or if it was like, a random person on the internet.
Right.
So that's why I do like him a lot. But I've seen montages, like I know this this these like movement gods and like aim
Mm-hmm.
gods, whatever. I know their montages cost about like
That's
$300
insane.
for one of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is a lot of money for one montage.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know if you had any other editor nightmares, but I honestly I've been very lucky. I think the
Yeah.
only nightmares I have is like people just not telling me that they're going with other editors and not giving me the heads up. So I thought I was getting like, thought I was getting a bag, but I'm not. So now I have to go
Yeah.
find clients. So
Yeah. That would be rough when you're expecting someone and you kind of make room for them too.
Yeah.
or like make you like kind of plan for them a little bit, and then they're
Hmm.
suddenly with someone else.
Hmm.
Um, that is definitely rough. I think I've had someone like try to get me to work for them for free. Or like they would say, "Oh, I need you to make me videos for free to start, and then once I blow up, then I can pay you." Right? Uh, I
Mm.
had one guy that was like, I told him that I wouldn't do that, and his response was, "Oh, you're missing out. Channel's blowing up big. You know, it's going crazy. Uh, all this stuff." I'm like, dude, I'm just here
With the
working.
SpongeBob
You know?
meme now. Damn, just doing no verse.
Yeah,
Oh Lord.
it was so weird. I was
I've
like,
done a lot of things for free for sure.
yeah, I think.
Things that looking back now, I probably wouldn't have,
Mhm.
but
That's
you know,
that's just experience. That's just like
yeah,
learning, you know, what you are deserving of, and like, you know, how how skilled and how valuable you are to people.
yeah,
Because it took me a while to figure that out. Because I just, you know, for a long time
yeah.
I was like, my stuff is subpar. I don't know why these people are working with me. But you know, I've
I mean, you
sort of
created a
determined.
style on TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you were the first. You were the first that I saw to put the circle at the top, the
Hmm.
Gaussian in the back, gameplay at the bottom. You were the first
Right. Uh,
with the circle
at least in Apex, I think we took inspiration
from COD, right?
yeah, we took inspiration from like a COD TikToker. I think specifically Warzone, who is doing that. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, would you?" Enoch literally sent me a screenshot. He's like, "Yo, would you be able to like make something like this?" And I was like, "All right, I'll try." And I like looked up YouTube tutorials. I was like, "All right, how do I do this?"
Yeah. I
um,
mean, once you learn about presets, you're just like, oh,
wait,
presets or
presets?
presets?
Is
Is
that
that
how
how
you
you
say
say it?
it? I say
That's how I say it.
presets.
Presets?
Yeah.
I think it's presets. I'm not gonna lie. Presets.
Crazy, but yeah,
Yeah.
presets are a lifesaver for sure.
Oh, but then if they move their
Yep,
camera just a
yep, yep.
tiny bit,
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so infuriating to me. I had freaking Sean and Enoch mocking me when I got frustrated about that. Like, I need to pull up the tweet or something for the podcast, but like,
yeah,
I was just like, man, I hate when people move their camera and they're just like, all right, I'll do it for fun. I'll just,
they
you know,
did
I'll make
it
it interesting. They actually did. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Enoch actually moved his camera. So the next time I
like
had to
a
like,
tiny bit,
oh yeah, of course, it's only
like,
the
and then you'd
slightest
be like,
bit.
no,
Yeah.
no, I didn't, and then
I
you're like,
I don't. This doesn't match up. I don't know. I have this preset here. It's
been
telling a
per-
different
been
story.
perfect for months.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I like my boomer clients. My clients there are above 35 because they don't move shit. They're just like, oh, this is good. Okay, this is staying.
They don't want to move anything. Oh my
No,
god.
they're happy. They're like, I don't want to do with this anymore. So I've never had one issue with them. Never.
Yeah.
Presets perfect.
Wig was annoying the crap out of me because he was getting stream sniped during ranked. So he moved his cam to cover the kill feed. So then I have to any TikTok that happens, I have to move the preset, and then if he moves it back because he wants to be normal again, gotta do it again.
But
So
that's why you put the two at the at the after. Anyone listening to this, they're like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah.
You put the two after, like their name, their cam position, and their cam, and then two.
Hmm.
Just name it two and just leave it there and see if that's where it's staying
That's
now.
actually genius.
Yeah.
I literally make I delete and remake the preset every time it changes, and I never think to be like, all right, let's just, you know, new position
No, so I just do like the same
or
exact
new
name, but the two.
right,
Just
yeah.
name two after. So
That's
if
huge.
when I name my like Cam, for example, Cam Noob King, so I Cam
Yeah.
Noob, and then I just put two if you change the stuff, and then I just like
All right,
wait
I
and
found it.
see.
Hold on. I got to show this for
Yeah, you
the
gotta.
podcast real quick. Okay, so here is my tweet. I was like, PSA to Twitch streamers that have a TikTok editor. Under no circumstances should you ever move your webcam. Sincerely, a TikTok editor that now has to make a new preset. All right. And
That was a banger. That was a
it
banger.
was a banger. That we're farming impressions out here. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways, yo, did they delete their tweet? Wait, where is it? Hold on. Why can I not find freaking Enoch and
No, it
Sean's
was under
reply?
like
Oh
it
wait, it
was
was
like
the I quote tweeted. Yeah. I quote tweeted
yeah.
this, and then they were like, okay, yeah. So I was like, I wanted to clarify that I was totally. It was a joke tweet, and then Sean's like, about to be
Joke
moving
tweet.
my webcam on a weekly basis now. This man's setting a timer on his phone to be like, all right, yep, time to change the webcam up. And then Enoch said, gotta keep things fresh. I just I don't know, dude. Oh yeah, and I forgot, freaking Nicewig changes from a freaking uh single PC setup to a double
You
PC setup like all the time. So I'm just like, all right,
I hope you have new like two different presets for him now.
you know,
Because then now you can have one from like one PC and then two
yeah,
PC. Like name it at once.
I definitely gotta go back and do that for sure.
I
Um,
think that would be the best option.
definitely because I think he changes the quality as well. So I have to like, I think
Yeah. Oh, the quality.
I have to make all new presets for him instead of just the cam.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so like, um, I need like a 720 and a 1080 for him
Yeah.
because
I
he
have
keeps
something
switching
like
back and
that
forth.
for clients. Or like when they don't use a camera. So then you gotta like put the
Yep.
character's name.
Yep.
Yeah, I have all of that. I like quite a few. Like sometimes I'll use other people's like presets to use on that one because I know it works.
Yep. I do that too. I 100%. If I don't have like a default 720 preset. I have people that I know are 720 and I'll just slap it on
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
if it's like a
Yeah.
new client or something. So,
Yeah. 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 Or sometimes you just make presets from the old client stuff. Like
mhm.
from client you already have, make a new one.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. But those like presets actually saved my life. I didn't know like before when I started, I actually used to do each one by hand
Oh yeah.
on Final Cut Pro because there were no presets. Then I learned about Adobe presets and I was like, oh,
Yep.
I see y'all now. I see why y'all making bank on
So
TikTok.
it's just quick. You just like
Yeah.
slap it on there. TikTok
Yeah.
format, easy.
And that's why I don't know why people were so impressed 2 days ago when I posted editing 50 TikToks right now. And everyone was like, what? Took me 3 hours, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
just
now I don't have to worry about it.
just
For good days.
freaking build different. I don't think on a good day I could crank that out. Just because I think I get like
Like,
uh,
yeah, yours are different than mine though. Like that's where
it is a lot of subtitling. I've noticed that
yes.
you subtitle like at the important parts. I
Yeah.
think a lot of times you do mostly subtitle, but like um
So what
yeah.
I do, and that's why like I used to do the subtitles before when I used to do them hand by hand.
Hmm.
So like each one. Once I moved to Adobe, I was actually thinking like I can't do the same thing
Right.
like as other editors. Like everyone is putting subtitles. What if I just make a title, kind of like YouTube, and it's
Hmm.
kind of like a call out title and
Yep.
just put it like that, and then only subtitle if they're like actually teaching something or if it's like a funny moment, they can
Yeah, it's a funny
subtitle.
line they say or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
I started doing that, and it does make TikToks go a lot easier for me because I can just come up with titles like that, right?
Hmm.
Been doing this for so long, but you actually caption the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
If I were to caption everything, you probably like, I wouldn't probably do 50 TikToks in one day.
Yeah. I mean, everything is like kind of a weird term because there are definitely some phrases that I'm like, okay, that's not necessary. Like, I don't need to
Yeah,
include
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But we
You
definitely
always
got
like
the
cut it like that.
whole, we got like the
Yeah.
script format where I literally am coloring like every single person that is involved in the conversation and like layering it on the TikTok and like all that stuff. So that's definitely what takes the most time. Like people are like, oh, it's crazy that you can like crank out however many TikToks in however much time, but like it's literally mostly uh the subtitles. You have like the smallest amount of time that it takes to just do like the format because of presets and everything. So
Yeah. It's only the subtitle because otherwise, like, you can make a TikTok in under a minute.
yeah, 100%.
And also the difference is you put a lot of sometimes it's not only one clip that you put in. You
Mm-hmm.
put in like maybe like three together or something.
Sure, yeah.
I see it for Enoch a lot. Like you'll be talking like, oh, there is this moment, and then you catch the moment, and then there's the after the moment
Sure, yeah,
conversation.
for sure.
So yeah, that takes time too
Definitely.
to get the perfect timing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I spend so much time in the highlighter on Twitch as well. It's a
Oh,
whole thing.
oh,
Uh
okay.
yeah, because I'm like making sure that like I get the as much that I need, and then I just like I drop it in Premiere and then like cut out what I don't need. So I get
Hmm.
like all the context possible, and then just um cut it out in Premiere. So
Yeah, I just go on clips. I'm
for
like
sure,
that. I don't have much like VOD review to do to like go find clips unless like
right?
smaller creators. But normally I just find it on clips. And that's why like it makes it easier as well, like less time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't know, do you spend a lot of time on Twitch?
Oh yeah,
Like
oh
watching?
yeah, a lot for sure. Because also
Really?
I've griefed myself with this double monitor setup. So I got a Twitch stream going on the left side while I'm editing on the right
Hmm.
side. So if something crazy happens, then I can just go over and mark it if I need to, or clip or whatever. Sometimes they'll even like leave instructions in the stream, so I can just listen to that live. They'll just be like, "Hey, do this with the TikTok when you make it." So Enoch does that a lot. He'll always be like, "Blor, can you just go back and get this part right here, and then make sure you get my intro in front of it?"
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, Enoch. Now you do a lot more videos for him, right? And he does some of his videos too, right?
Uh, I don't know. I don't. I mean, I do 2 a day for sure for him.
Hmm.
As much as I possibly can. I try to crank out a lot in the weekdays because so
Oh, weekends are horrible. Oh my god.
so for his he observes the Sabbath, right? So for him
Hmm.
that's Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. So if I don't get what I need to done by Friday sundown, then he doesn't want me working on any TikToks until Saturday sundown or like Sunday.
I see.
So
That's a nice day off.
yeah, um, yeah, it definitely gives me time to like work on stuff for other clients. Um, in the meantime,
Yeah.
but it is definitely interesting. I don't think I have a day off. I'm gonna be honest. I
Oh,
have
me
like
too.
Sunday that I want to take a day off, and it usually
Hmm.
doesn't happen. So, um, yeah, it's usually like a all right. My days off are like my nights. that's about it. If it comes to that.
I see.
So,
Um, I feel like for a long time I didn't have a day off, but then I got really sick
mhm.
and I felt right there that I needed a day off.
Sure.
So now Wednesdays are my day off. And I still work on Wednesdays, like I'll edit and stuff,
Hmm.
but like I won't post anything. Like I won't worry about like actually doing something. I would just edit like a little bit and then
Sure.
I'll play. But I've been since I started this, like, and that's why, like, I'm loving this right now, and I'm like saying, like, since I started doing these bundles of like 50 TikToks in one day, I haven't been worried about it for the next, like, since yesterday I just posted because I
Right.
had already been ready. Today, literally, I was in bed as I woke up. It was 12 p.m. I was like posting TikToks,
Nice.
because that's already ready.
Yeah.
And doing that has literally changed my life. I've been doing that for like now 2 weeks, and that has completely changed everything. Now I have time
Hmm.
for everything. And YouTube, YouTube stuff, like I edit so quick. YouTube, like, do thumbnails, do everything so quick,
Hmm.
and that's only like 3 days per week. So now that I started doing that, it's kind of like I'm almost getting like 4 days a week off.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
And
insane.
how many clients do you have?
Permanent ones I have like six, seven, 6 or 7.
Yeah,
And then I have a bunch of like temporary ones that will randomly hit me up.
mhm.
So
Yeah, so I got 20,
that's
more than 20, I think.
insane.
Yeah, let me check just correctly, because I have two phones, because I do the management part as well,
Oh
right?
my
From
gosh, that's
TikTok.
you have 2 phones?
Yeah, I have two here. I can show it. I'm on camera, so I have the iPhone, and also my my other phone, my personal phone. So this is my
Okay,
personal one. I have like everyone's account in here and in here as well. And
crazy.
then I post for them. I post for them every day with 1 day off per week.
Right.
Yeah.
Do
Um
you use scheduling on TikTok?
you can't schedule, and the other websites I'm
Oh
so
my god, I'm
sketchy
about to
to
blow your
use
mind.
them. No. What? Okay, tell me.
You literally on the web you can schedule it. You literally just go to the web
On the
version.
computer,
Yes, and you can schedule it.
when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 TikTok clients. A lot of them have two-factor authentication.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
yeah, I can't just like post it like on the web.
That's
It's
fair.
like, so I just do them. To be fair, I don't mind it. I like doing it on the phone
Okay.
because then I get to answer also the comments and stuff.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because people think, I like answering the comments. It brings more engagements and stuff. And also,
Mhm.
like, sometimes people get kind of gassed up when their favorite like person like answers them.
Mhm.
That happens a lot with Fun. Whenever he answers, like, people are like, whenever I answer, basically, but people are like, "Oh my God, Fun! Can't believe you answered me." I'm like, "Yeah,
True.
yes,
Yeah.
that one is fun." Yeah,
That
but
I did that
do you
for
do the management?
I only do it for We the People.
Oh,
So I've been answering comments and stuff, but it is scaring me because I'm so passionate about this game, and also I grind ranked a ton,
yeah,
so I have my own opinions about like guns in the game, how people play, that sort of stuff.
yeah.
So I am so scared to reply to comments because I don't want to like put
Her the
my
streamer.
yes, I don't want to hurt his image. I don't want to like push my own opinions on his like followers or viewers or whatever. So I stay very like as objective as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Unless it's like something he said in the video that I'm like, okay, I can like say
Mhm.
this, but like I actually use his words sometimes, if he's like said in the video or something. So yeah, it scares
Once
me
you start
so
getting to know
much.
your clients, so like you know
Yeah.
exactly what their opinion is, so you
Hmm.
kind of can like go that route too. On TikTok, I have no issue answering comments. There, especially the main ones, because people just say like to be a troll
Yeah.
and farm them, and that's what I do. But like with YouTube and other social media, because I also do like social media management, like on Instagram and YouTube,
Mhm.
and there I'm more like careful. I would rather not answer something than actually say something wrong,
Right.
especially if
100%.
they're signed to a T1 org,
Oh yeah, 100%.
you
Yes,
know.
definitely. Um,
Like I had a lot of people so I edit for the whole 100 Thieves pro team, right?
mhm.
And um one of them quit attorney, and it wasn't like with malicious, it was just like he quit the attorney. He just died, like he was about to die. He just quit. He was just like done with it.
Right.
And I had the Reddit soldiers come in to
Oh
his YouTube,
gosh. Oh
and
no.
it was 50 very mean comments.
Mhm.
50. And
We love Reddit.
like my client, he's not reading this stuff. It's me.
Yeah.
And I actually asked him, like, "Do you want me to answer?" And he said, like, "It's fine, like, just leave it there."
Mhm.
Like, especially because the same people that were like trash talking them did the same exact thing the next day. So,
Yeah.
it's just so hard sometimes, especially with YouTube, because when it's on YouTube, the comments like malicious, like that mean comments, they're mean.
Yeah.
They're bad.
I think
On TikTok is like at least like I can laugh about it.
yeah.
On YouTube, they go freaking ham on you.
It's crazy. I think I had a short recently. Um
Oh,
I posted it on both platforms, TikTok and YouTube. TikTok wasn't that bad, I didn't get that many negative comments. Specifically, it was about me pushing a team by myself in pubs, and
mhm,
my teammate got upset with me because I was pushing by myself. Like that was the whole thing.
okay. In
And
pubs?
yeah, in pubs, not too crazy.
Yeah.
So I had so many people on YouTube Shorts that were getting angry with me, and like just going in on me.
Or they,
So it was
like,
like,
just trash talk your title, like, "This is the
yeah.
wrong title for this."
Oh yeah, no. I think I had people being like, yeah, how is he toxic and all this stuff. Like, it, it wasn't like he was just yelling at me. He was like saying things about me, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I just put toxic on there because I was like, I don't know, this is kind of toxic behavior, and also
That's kinda
uh,
toxic.
it's a good title. I'm getting
Yeah.
searches for Apex toxic teammates on my channel, so um, but yeah, it's just a bunch of people that were like, yo, why would you say toxic when you're the toxic one, and like all this stuff. So it was crazy to me that like that was YouTube comments and not TikTok comments, because I've had some weird TikTok comments for sure.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But yeah, Reddit users are a whole different breed. I think
Oh, yeah. They
Reddit is
are.
crazy. I don't ever go on Reddit, but I just know that the Apex subreddit is awful.
Oh my god, the subreddit for the pro team today, that's
Oh
popping
gosh.
off,
Oh
baby.
no. I
It's
bet it
popping
is.
off.
Oh,
Oh, I know
jeez.
that you wanted to talk about this.
Yeah. Hey guys, so quick pause on the podcast. I forgot to give context in the original live recording of the podcast. So I wanted to provide that quick, because I feel like that's important. I feel like you guys should probably know what is going on before the discussion ensues here with the um, talk about this whole thing. So essentially, what happened was, to start off, a player named Optic Formal, from Optic, of course, says on stream that he was dropped from the Halo roster, uh, since, apparently Snip3down had said that he might be coming on as a Halo player and leaving from Apex. So that was stirring up a lot of rumors. Supposedly, Snip3down had denied that he was making the switch. Um, Not sure if that was entirely true or not. And he was also very clearly, um, you know, pretty pretty torn recently. And so, you know, he made a tweet recently as well that he just wanted to, you know, he was very torn between the two. He felt like he had a lot of responsibilities to Apex and things like that, and then also was just grinding Halo hard since Infinite just came out. He felt very torn. So then, the day of the podcast, Hal tweeted out this. You cannot make this up. So, you know, a lot of people assumed, okay, this has to be referencing what's going on with Snipe. And then he talked about like the last 3 days being pretty insane and crazy. And so then he went live and he talked about some stuff on stream. And so you'll basically hear us talk about that conversation that he had in a Discord. And so that's just to give you some context as to what's going on. So I hope that helps you guys understand what we're talking about in this next part. I popped into Hal's stream and I was like listening to him too. All I could hear him going was, "You don't know anything, man." Because freaking, I think he hopped in a Discord with Zach and Frex. He was doing like a watch party or whatever. I think that's still going on right now. But he was like, they were like, "Dude, is this what really happened?" They were like asking about it and stuff, and he was like, "You don't know anything, you know, just like,
Fuck up.
yeah, pretty much."
Cut
and
it. From the place time.
I think he let slip that he was like, "Forum was leaking stuff," and then he just went on to talk about something else. So I was like, okay, that's a little sus. So I have theories, and I don't want to confirm them by asking you about them. So I might talk about them at a later date. But
yeah,
yeah, because I don't think you have like an official NDA, but you're kind of sworn to secrecy, right?
I know too. That's the thing. Like people, whenever they want to know something, they come to me. I know everything because I'm good at, keeping secrets.
Okay.
And I'm good at I'm good friends with a lot of people. But
Right.
I think it comes also with the territory that I do a lot of things for free for people.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, they kind of tell me things. It's like I do free thumbnails or free panels or like free intros and outros for YouTube. And, people trust me enough after that, to just tell me things. I've heard things about it. From good sources. All I'm gonna say is imagine how sad it is for Snipe that he's been waiting for this specific game for longer than Apex has been out.
Yeah, that's true.
And he started playing Apex because he needed something else.
Yeah.
And he went pro, and now he's in a tier 1 org, TSM, great org. And now that this game comes out, he can't play the game of his life. He's literally the top Halo player in the world. He's won more championships in Halo than any other person.
Yeah, I think he's known more for Halo than Apex,
yes,
actually.
He is. He's known more for Halo than Apex.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who the hell Snip3down is. So imagine how sad it is that you can't do what you love because there are people depending on you on another game.
Yeah, that's definitely a rough spot to be in, for sure.
Yeah, even he tweeted, his tweet broke my heart. The one of him being like, I gotta focus on Apex. How sad is that? You can't, it's almost like someone saying oh yeah, you got this dream, well, throw it in the trash.
Right.
It's not time for this dream, but it is literally the time right now.
Yeah.
It's now or never. He wants to end it with a bang.
100%.
So I see if the game is good through my boyfriend. If he plays the game, it means that it's good.
Nice.
Because he's very picky. So picky with these games. I'm like, yeah. He's playing Halo right now? Okay. He needs to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Snip3down's kind of a boomer, so he doesn't have much time left, He's aging.
Yeah. I actually started doing TikToks for his wife now, Yasin.
Ooh,
They're
that's kind
doing
of
good.
cool.
She just got her first 10K TikTok.
Wow.
And it's
W.
her shooting her own teammate for her being like, "What the hell is this?" And she's so cute, so funny. I'm very proud. Like in less than a month,
Nice.
she'd already grown. Let me see. She has 320 followers. We started from zero.
Huge.
Yeah, and already 2,200 likes. That's pretty good. And she has already one video with 10K.
Hmm.
I love seeing stuff like this happen. Like when you go from zero to like started growing.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So, uh, we're almost at the point where we need to wrap up a little bit. But I
Okay.
wanted to ask a little bit about just sort of your how you try to balance doing your own content editing. I know that doesn't happen too often, but how do you like? What is your method of like? Okay, this is when I want to work on a YouTube video for myself, or do a stream for myself, or whatever.
So I finally fixed my stream. So like whenever I'm streaming now, like I finally got to like because I have a terrible PC again,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't just like stream a game and be fine.
Right.
Fix that now, but I do, and I think I have a very strict routine and schedule.
Yeah.
Like that's how I'm working for myself. I'm my own boss. I gotta be very strict. So I have my Google Calendar. I have like planners. Like I have tons of planners like all over the house. Like I have one that is like just for payments, one is like for my TikToks, one is and then probably show, but you probably won't see it. Right there, I have a
Oh
whiteboard
my gosh.
right
Nice.
next to my door because that whiteboard is for everything house stuff.
Yeah.
So I write things there. So I try to be as organized as I can with like everything. So it's YouTube, TikTok, everything. I try to make that all in the morning. This way, like at night, I can work on my own stuff.
Sure.
That doesn't matter if it's gaming, if it's editing my own things. Like for example, I do want to film like a few videos of like just the day to day of an editor
Mm-hmm.
with my own camera and stuff. I don't know how that's gonna work,
Oh my
but
gosh.
as long as I'm like organized and stuff, I'm usually pretty good at like managing my time. I also don't spend
Yeah.
a lot of time on like I spend a lot of time on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is like my home, but like Twitch, no.
Right.
YouTube, yes, but it's mostly for the podcasts. Like I'll listen to podcasts while editing.
Cool.
Um, so I don't spend a lot of time doing unnecessary things
Sure.
unless, yeah. So a lot of the times, like mostly like me taking care of my dog and stuff. So when you get to the equilibrium of like work, life balance, my own things, my hobbies, my side jobs. So I also do like writing on the side.
Okay.
So all of this, as long as you have an organized schedule, you're good to go.
For sure.
People say like you can't have it all. Yes, you can. Absolutely you can.
Just gotta make it
Wake up at
happen.
a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wake up at a good time, sleep at a good time.
I'm
And
so guilty of not doing that right now, at
lately it's
least.
been me too. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Yeah.
So,
Lately it's
um,
been hard.
I was considering a reset last night, but I was like, I got the podcast. I gotta be alert for this. Can't just be sitting
Yeah.
there like, hey.
Plus resets actually don't work.
Yeah.
It's better to force yourself.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
you can use other things to help sleep,
Mhm.
like the devil's lettuce, for example, that help.
True.
Some
Um,
gummies.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Uh, all right, cool.
All right.
Okay, I have one more thing. Sorry. All right,
Ooh.
what goals do you have as a video editor, TikTok editor, etc.?
Goals.
Yeah, like let's say like in a year, like where do you see yourself with all of this stuff? I feel like probably a decent PC is one of
Yeah.
them, right? What
Yes,
what else along those
absolutely.
lines?
I think I'm gonna be focused a lot on the VR part. So like with everything that's like going on behind the scenes, like with my VR stuff, probably gonna be doing that. But with video editing, I don't necessarily see myself in an org
Mm-hmm.
or stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
But I just want to keep working with great people. Like I'm not this is you know what, like I'm gonna be very realistic here. In a year, I hope to be making a lot more money than I am.
Sure.
And I hope to be still like making a living out of this because I really do enjoy it. It's freaking great.
Yeah.
I get to work from home, you know?
Yeah.
Got to stay home all the time, make my own schedule.
It's the
So I think
easiest
like
commute.
yeah. Yeah, it's the easiest.
From bed to chair. That's all
From
you gotta
bed to
do.
chair. Literally one step. So I think as long because financially has always been tough for me, especially because I was homeless just 3 years ago.
Mm.
And so I think that's the part that gets me the most.
Right.
That's the part where it's like the anxiety gets me the most. Like if I'm making money, like my anxiety is like calm. It calms me down. So I think in a year, hope to just stay calm. So that means chasing the bag, doing better, and
Getting
getting
that
more
bread.
clients. Yeah, getting that bread. All types of bread.
Nice.
French bread, baguette, croissant, pain au chocolat, all types of bread.
Huge. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you see yourself in an org?
No. I think
No.
an org is honestly like a bad fit for me. Because I think it's gonna get in the way more than anything. I think orgs particularly. Well, I've had orgs before that have been like, yeah, you can edit for us, but you can also edit for whoever you want, right? Like we're not gonna
Oh yeah.
restrict that. But I don't know. I feel like higher up orgs would kind of maybe want you all to themselves, but I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's
There
really
would
the
be
case.
only one org I would ever join.
Hmm.
One of them, and it's 100 Thieves.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the only org I would ever join.
For sure.
And I don't mean like TSM is bad. I don't mean C9 or Energy. I'm just saying that's the only org I feel like I could be creative by myself.
Sure.
So all the orgs are all like, no, you got to do exactly like this and like this and like this and that. I'm like, where's the creativity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to take a lot. You have to be a good bag though.
For sure.
If they have to pay me a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's very cool.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I know that you want to wrap up.
Yeah, for sure. Got to get on that ranked grind, you know.
Okay. I miss
the
ranked.
Marpy gains.
I
yeah,
was masters once, okay? That was good.
I haven't even hit that, so there you go. Huge.
Nice.
All right. But yeah, go ahead and plug yourself for the viewers / listeners, so they know where to find you.
Oh, it's Wholfies everywhere. And then on Twitter is Wholfies with 2 S's. And there's an H over there. So it's like everyone says Wholfies, but it's Wholfies.
WHOLFIES. And then extra S at the end for Twitter. Nice.
Yeah. We both have like random ass H's in our names.
Yes. Even though it is kind of my name, like my actual like government name, but yes. Yeah. Anyway.
Where are you from?
I think it's like German. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it looks German.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Well, anyways.
Thank you
my
so
government
much
name.
For having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pleasure having you.
Chat enjoyed.
And yeah, so I am actually going to be posting this on a new YouTube channel once I get it up and running. And maybe a clips channel as well for those fun little segments that should be their own little videos.
Yeah. I agree. That's good.
But
that's good.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are listening on the podcast, thank you for listening. And that's gonna do it. Thanks so much.
Yeah.